In this video, we will show you how to perform a lower leg service on your coil fork. To maintain the high level of performance in your product, it is important to follow the service intervals. At Öhlins.com, you can access manuals and find the specification for your product. Loosen the spring top cap. Be careful not to damage the cap if a lot of torque is required. Clamp your bike in a workshop stand with the fork in a horizontal position. By doing this, you will avoid fluid spilling out of the fork accidentally. Remove the wheel, brake caliper and brake hose. Remove the rebound adjuster with a hex key whilst holding onto the adjuster with a spanner. Remove the spring and damper cartridge nuts. Carefully slide the lowers off the fork and drain them into a tray. Use a set of tweezers to remove the foam rings. Clean the lower legs and scraper seals. Take out the bump rubbers from each lower leg. Make sure not to scratch the inner surfaces of the fork. Install new bump rubbers. Re-soak the foam rings in the recommended fork lubrication fluid. Reinstall the foam rings. Make sure they're not twisted. Apply the recommended functional grease on the scraper seals. Remove the spring top cap. The spring washer may have become affixed to the underside of the cap. Remove the top cap O-ring and install a new one using assembly grease. Remove the spring and clean it. Be aware that the lower washer may follow the spring out when it is removed. Be sure to reinstall the washer if this occurs. Inspect the protective tubes. If they are damaged, they must be replaced. Damaged tubes can be removed by carefully cutting them. Re-grease the spring and slide it into the stanchion tube. Make sure there is a washer at each end of the spring. Secure the washer to the underside of the cap using grease. This will help with the reassembly. Reinstall the top cap with the washer. Carefully slide the lowers back onto the stanchion tubes. Inject the specified amount of fork lubrication fluid into each lower leg. Do not overfill as it may have a negative impact on the fork's performance. Assemble the nuts and tighten them to the correct torque. Reinstall the rebound adjuster and turn it back to your original setting. Reinstall the brake caliper and wheel. Remove your bike from the workshop stand and tighten the top cap to the correct torque. Now you're done in the workshop, it's time to go riding.